everybody, and welcome to episode 14 of my FM22 series with Newcastle United, and today we have got another doubleheader. This time we're playing Brighton in the Carabao Cup, and then we are facing Liverpool in the Premier League. It's going to be our biggest test of the season so far. Liverpool joint top of the Premier League, ahead on goal difference, and they are absolutely storming it yet again, despite the fact that they've lost Mo Salah to Real Madrid. They did sign Karim Benzema, but yeah, they've lost Mo Salah. They haven't got him anymore, but they are coping just fine. So now we have hit the end of the transfer window. We are now into September, but before we get into all those transfers, let's have a look at what we've done since last time. So our last game on camera was the 4-0 win against Everton on the second day. Since then we've had another 4-0 win, this time over West Ham. Otavio getting his first 2 goals for the club, Raul Jimenez and Chalatasar getting on the score sheet as well. We then played Brighton, and we really had to dig in deep for this, and to be honest we got a bit lucky with a penalty at the end. Zaha put us in front. Actually, Tolisso put us 2-0 in front just before half time, and then we got really complacent. Trossard and Mopé getting it back to 2-2, and then Renan Lodi with a 95th minute penalty to give us all 3 points, and a very lucky break there. But then it came unstuck a little bit. We played Manchester United, and I think it was a 21 game unbeaten run in the Premier League came to an end. Our first defeat in the league since February. Mason Greenwood with the only goal, when Man United, despite having 10 men, held on for the victory. We did bounce back, however, with a 3-1 win over Aston Villa. Jimenez, Sula and Lodi getting another goal from left back. El Ghazi got one back, but Lodi sealed it again with another late goal in injury time, and then we followed that up with a pretty drab 0-0 draw against Tottenham. It was a very fair result. Both teams were pretty average, and they never looked like, they could still be playing now and neither team would have scored. That's how dull it was. So yeah, today we are playing Brighton in the third round of the Carabao Cup, and then we have got Liverpool at St James's Park in what is going to be our biggest test, like I said. So far, obviously we've already lost to Man United. Hopefully we can put up a more resolute display against Liverpool, but we should just have to wait and see. So, I did mention that there are signings. There have been sales as well, but there have been signings. We've signed 3 players since last time, and I've actually, as you can see down here, I've actually loaned 2 of them out already, because I don't think they're quite ready to be part of the first team just yet. Oh, why does this stuff happen? Can you just go away, please? Okay, so the first signing is Benjamin Sesko from RB Salzburg. We got him for quite cheap, actually. As you can see, not quite the finished article yet, but we bought him purely on potential. If we train him up right, he will be a world-class striker. Already got 13 finishing, already got good first touch, mentally very sound as well, works hard off the ball, which is going to be very important, but mentally very solid for a young player. Has brilliant physical stats as well. As quite a tall player, as you can see, so he's going to be a massive threat in the box when we finally do get him. We have loaned him back to RB Salzburg until January, where he had a pretty impressive record this season. He struggled a little bit last season, got off to a good start, 3 goals in 4 games. He's already scored a goal in 2 games. We've loaned him back, but there's a couple of seasons before he got his big move, 21 goals in 29 games. That was in the second tier of the Austrian League. So yeah, we are kind of banking on him coming good a little bit. This is a player that we have bought purely on potential, so not quite ready yet, but I think if we do get it right, he will turn into a fantastic young player. The second signing is Robert Thor Eckerson. He's only 16 years old. I've loaned him back to the club that we've signed him from. As you can see, nowhere near first team quality, but does have a lot of very good potential in him. Very good heading and tackling already for a 16-year-old defender. Decent mental stats as well, maybe a little bit too aggressive, but very brave, good determination. Obviously there's still a lot of stuff that needs working on, but yeah, whether this guy is going to I guess we won't know until we get there. But yeah, we bought him, another player that we bought purely on potential. I've loaned him back to the club that we signed him from, and then hopefully he can have a good season there, and we'll take it. But he is a player with very high potential, and hopefully that will come to the fore. And then the last signing, talking about players with potential, is a loan signing. It's Eduardo Camavinga on loan from Real Madrid. I was surprised that we were able to get him, but to be honest, he hasn't really hit the ground running in Spain. 2 goals in 30 games last season, pretty average season. Didn't make a single start for them. All of his appearances were off the bench, which is quite surprising, really. But we've taken him on loan. I don't know whether he'll be an automatic starter for us, but I feel like we needed another option in centre midfield, because I feel like in the middle of the park we are very lightweight in terms of actual depth. We got like Tolisso and Barrios and players like that, but apart from that, we are sort of stretching a little bit to find other players that could step up. We got Joe Willock, but he's been pretty average, to be honest, so hopefully Camavinga can provide that kind of option. Good first touch, tackling, technique, passing, all brilliant. Mentally very, very solid across the board, good determination, positions himself well, works hard for the team, good anticipation, and then physically brilliant as well. Definitely enough to handle Premier League midfields, Premier League defences. So yeah, on a loan deal, it's not that big of a gamble, and hopefully he can start finding that form that he had for Rennes before he got his big move to Real Madrid. And then in terms of outgoings, Fabian Schär has gone out to Hertha Berlin. Obviously I left him out of my Premier League squad, although he played well last season. He really isn't up to the standard that I want, so it made sense to let him go. Hertha Berlin came in for him. It says there only signed Schär as a last resort. I mean, he's a good penalty taker, he's a good leader, but in terms of actual quality, we have got Nicolas Sula now, who is a massive upgrade. So there's no real point in keeping him around, especially given that we left him unregistered. You know, he'd just be rotting in the reserves for 5 months, he wouldn't be happy, so it made sense to let him go. And apart from that, obviously Sesko and Eckerson have gone back on loan, and then it's just getting rid of a load of young players that just aren't ever going to be good enough. We managed to shift quite a lot on deadline day. Players that are like 22, 23 years old, that are still nowhere near first team standard. We just let them go for the good of their careers, and yeah, for the good of us, really. So yeah, that's all the transfer business. So I think we're just going to go towards the game now. I don't think there's anything else to cover. I think everything else has kind of been taken care of. So yeah, I think we're just going to press straight on to the game. See if anything important comes in. International roundup, right? Have we got Raul Jimenez for today? I'm not sure if we have or not. I'm guessing not. Oh no, have we? I don't know. Oh, and Renan Lodi's injured as well. One thing that really annoys me this year is that these pop-up screens take an absolute age to go away. But yeah, Renan Lodi's going to be out for 4 to 6 days. We can live with that. It's about a week. This is why signing Marcos Alonso was so important, just to have that quality, that proven quality as backup. So yeah, I think that's fine. We can cope with that. It means he will miss the Liverpool game, I think, but I'm sure we'll find a way. Right, the screen has gone blank. Right, okay, right. One thing I am going to do as we go through all this rubbish that I'm not gonna take in. One thing I'm gonna do, actually, I'm gonna come out of that. Or can I? Hold on. No. Oh god. Oh, this is so annoying. What? Where are you taking me? The screens are so clunky this year. They are so clunky. Right. Sorry, it's me just whacking everything on my wall as I walk past it. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to save this team sheet manage, save team selection. I think I've done it already, but we're going to call it First Team Season 2. Sounds like a TV show. Yeah, we're going to save that because I'm going to make some changes, but obviously this is the ideal lineup that I would use for every game. So is it going to take me back into it? Yes. So obviously we need to bring Alonso in for Renan Lodi. And then we're going to have Hugo Malo on the bench. I am going to pick a relatively strong team because I do want to take the Carabao Cup seriously, and obviously we need to hit our target of actually getting to the quarterfinals this year. So it's a bit embarrassing that we didn't make it last year. I am going to take out Sula. I'm going to bring in Jonathan Tah. I'm going to bring Basuma in for Barrios. Do I give Camavinga his debut? He's in fairly good condition. I'm going to do it. I'm going to take Otavio. I'm going to put him on the bench. I'm going to put Camavinga as the... If it loads. God, my laptop is so bad. I need a new one. Load, please. I will keep him there for now. He seems fairly well rounded. And then I will... Oh god, yeah, we've only got 7 subs, haven't we? I'm going to have to shift a few people around. I'm going to play Belotti as my main striker. I might actually give Raul Jimenez the day off. Or should I? Because I might need him if we're struggling. Right, is that going to be okay? Because we've got 2 defenders, two midfielders, a wide option and a striker. I think apart from that we're all good. Should I start Almada or should I leave it as it is? I think I might leave it as it is for now. We made 4 changes, haven't we? Okay, so let's go. This is the team we got then. So we've got Ordero in goal, a back 4 of Pereira, Tar, Chalatassar and Alonso. Basuma playing as the ball-winning midfielder against his former club, notably, with Camavinga and Tolisso in front. We've got Mahrez on the right, Zaha on the left, and then Andrea Belotti making his full debut up front. He hasn't had a start for us yet, so this is his chance to prove to us what he can do. And we'll sort all that when the time's right. And now we just got to wait about 5 hours for the teams to warm up, and then we can get going. So yeah, it's another live episode today. Let me know if you're enjoying these live playthroughs. I do quite like doing them because I'm more myself when I do these as opposed to an edited version where I start every single sentence with okay so, and I've noticed that I do that a lot when I edit stuff. When I edit the videos, I notice that I start every single sentence with okay so, or okay right so, and it annoys the hell out of me. And I try and edit it out as much as possible, but sometimes you just can't. Okay so, tactics. Opposition instructions. Let's make sure that we get all that sorted. Trossard is playing as the centre forward. Tommy Jago, what a name. So it looks like Brighton have gone for a fairly weak team, which means that this should be a comfortable win, but should be and will be are 2 very, very different beasts. Alright, that hasn't had the desired impact that I wanted it to have. But let's go, let's kick off. Right, why have I got match stats on? I don't know, I didn't ask for match stats. It's Brighton with the, oh god, that's a good pass. Ordero with the say, how have we let him through so easy? This O'Brien dude. I think we're gonna have to push back a little bit because, oh come on, load. We're gonna have to push back. We're too high up, they've caught that out already, so we'll push those back. Can we do anything about O'Brien? Are we doing anything about him already? Because he's had 1 good run there. Trigger the press. was quite dangerous there, the way he was able to get in behind so easily. I don't know what's going on now, the screen's frozen. Come back. Come back, please, don't crash. Thank you. Okay, Trossard to deliver. Headed away by Tar, but there's no one there, that's the problem. McAllister retrieves it, right, let's change. No. Oh. Well, I can bring this up, can't I? Yeah. I hate the way you go to change something. And then it, no, I don't want that, I want, visualizer, that's what I want. Hey, there we go. I hate the way it does that, you go and change it and then an attack comes in and then it goes away. It's frustrating. It seems to be all Brighton so far. I don't know whether there's just some weird thing in the Carabao Cup where the weaker teams suddenly have an advantage. I don't know. But Basuma clips over to Belotti, chance for his first Newcastle goal. I don't think he scored yet anyway, although I can remember. But it's saved by whoever that was. Morris whips it in, Belotti's there, but it was a terrible header. Old 50p head coming into play there. 5 minutes in, there's been fairly decent chances for both teams so far. There's Camavinga in the midfield. Tolisso tries to clip it out to Mahrez, is intercepted. O'Brien's giving it away. He's not so hot now, is he? Tolisso running forward, saved by Sherpen. And it'll go out for another corner. Riyad Mahrez whips it in again towards Belotti. I think again we need to work on our corners. We need like a permanent tactics. I keep doing it in game and then forgetting to save it. And the fact that every screen is taking 3 years to load really isn't helping. Right, let's go. Yeah, let's put all these guys in here and then play it into the 6-yard box. And we'll do the same for the other corner as well. Oh god, I hate it when it slides up like that. Go there. Go there, and then we will. Let's go near post for that one. Hopefully, be a little bit better because the corners are very samey and they don't really go anywhere, to be honest. Okay, right. I feel like I've zoomed in too much. Mahrez finds Pereira. Pereira whips the ball into Zaha. It's a little bit too far, but he does retrieve it. Alonso into Zaha. Still going. Tolisso with the goal. And we are 1-0 in front. Tolisso with his second goal of the season. Excellent stuff. Brilliant ball. Brilliant play from Zaha in general. Collects it well on that left-hand side. Plays it back into Alonso. Nice little 1-2. Zaha lays it back in. Tolisso fires it. Goalkeeper stood absolutely no chance, and we are 1-0 in front already. Awesome stuff, and now we got another highlight. Challet to Sato Alonso. Him and Zaha working really well on that left hand side, forming a good relationship already. Mahrez, who's actually out of all of our signings, Mahrez has been the most disappointing one so far. I thought he'd be the best one, I thought he'd be the standout name, but he's actually, out of all of the signings that we've had, he has struggled the most. He hasn't really got going yet, hasn't scored a goal, hasn't made an assist. Yeah, he's really not quite gelling into this team just yet. He's got to the point where I've had to start Sam Maximan over him a couple of times because he's been far more effective. Maybe I should have done that tonight, who knows. But coming towards the end of the first half, the game's died down a little bit. Seems to be Brighton edging it from what I'm seeing on the little text commentary at the moment. Yeah, if we can get into half time in the lead, I'll be happy with that, and then I might even take Mahrez off because he just doesn't look into this game at all. I did that against Everton and it worked. Right, tactics. Let's go. I'm just going to do it. Almada can come on in that position. I'm going to play him there. I'm going to put Almada as the winger. Hopefully he can get a bit wider find it. I'm pretty sure he's right-footed. Yeah, we'll do that. And I will say things are going well, but you're capable of better, which is true, because we can. I'm very happy with your solid defensive work. Jonathan Thor isn't happy with that at all. I have faith in you. Yeah, because you gotta have faith. I gotta have faith. Baby. I don't know where that came from. But there we go. Oh yeah, I've got to actually start the second half, that would help. Right, so here we go. Armada is on. Let's see what he can do. I haven't played him on the right hand side that much, so I don't know how he's going to do out there. Normally he either plays on the left or he plays centrally, but let's see what he's capable of. This seems to be a very boring second half so far, not a lot going on. What else is going on? Leeds are beating Tottenham. Leeds couldn't do that on the last game. Oh no, they were playing Chelsea, weren't they? Couldn't do that on the last game of the season where I needed to. Words. United are beating Liverpool. Bournemouth 3-0 up. That's hardly a surprise about Exeter. But there's literally sod all going on in this game. It's 70 minutes. We haven't had a single highlight in the second half. It's been the most boring game ever. I think who is the most tired? Alonso's looking nervous. Pereira's looking pretty tired. I'm going to bring Mallow on for him. And who else? Taliso's looking pretty tired. So is Basuma. Oh god, which one do I take off? I might bring Barrios on actually just for a bit of protection. Bit of energy in that midfield. I hope Basuma hasn't had a lot of game time, so his sharpness won't be that great. But hopefully we can just see it out now. But yeah, we got an actual highlight. It cleared away though. Marcus Alonso, whose nerves are getting to him a little bit, finds Chalatasar. I'm quite surprised though, because Alonso's one of those players who's been there, seen it, done it. So, quite surprised. Is he offside? Almada scores. I've got a feeling he's offside there. Yeah, I was going to say, he looked off. So yeah, Camavinga plays the ball to Lisa. I mean, just a bit. I mean, Almada's in Sunderland. He's at a far offside. At least we're getting actual highlights now, which is good. I might sign St. Jago purely because of his name. As a quality name. It's Danny Welbeck back to Richards. I really don't want extra time with this. This has been utterly dreadful. If we can just avoid extra time, I'd even take Brighton scoring 2 goals to avoid extra time. Barrios intercepts, and the fact that we've played our first team, Brighton have played pretty much their second string, and we're only just beating them. That is not a good sign at all. Brighton going for one of those Esteban Cambiasso at the World Cup kind of goals. Well, until it got intercepted, they got it back though. Azarte, you just know a goal's going to come from this. Trossard. How did they not react to that at all? That is dreadful defending. You had. Oh, right, let's have a look at how dreadful this is. They could have got to this. I thought Trossard had scored in the first place. Alzate plays it in. Trossard gets there. I mean, you could have got there first. There's 3 players that could have got there first. That is woeful. Either Ordero or either of the centre-backs could have got there first. Wait, does the Carabao Cup go straight to penalties? I hope so, because I don't want extra time with this stuff. I really can't put up with any more of this. Into the last 30 seconds. Brighton might deny us. Imagine if our first team lose to Brighton's reserves. Imagine that. Imagine that. I might not have to imagine for much longer. Here's Richards, O'Brien, Welbeck. If he scores the winner, that really will be tragic. But thankfully, he shanks it. Okay, it will be penalties. It will be penalties. Okay. Right, I want my best player to take it forth. Right, so Alonso second. I know Belotti's my best penalty taker. Right, let's just put the first 5 out and then we'll move them accordingly. Zaha, and then because of his composure, I'm going to do Tolisso, and then we'll do Hugo Malo afterwards. Right, so I'm going to have Andrea Belotti 4th. I'm going to have Almada, maybe Almada 5th or 3rd. I have Alonso first because I reckon he's quite good from the spot. Zaha second. I don't really. Talisso's only got 8 penalty taken. I might swap those 2 around. Yeah, Tolisso 3rd, Belotti 4th, Almada 5th because he's got the composure and decent penalty taking stats, and then Hugo Malo there, and then everyone else can just sort themselves out afterwards. Okay, right, pump fists. No, actually no gesture. We have home advantage, make it count. I don't know if that was the best solution. We've already lost 1 penalty shootout in this series. Hopefully we don't make it 2. Marcus Alonso scores, brilliant penalty. Keeper had no chance, and now it's Leandro Trossard, the man who scored in normal time. They often miss in the shootout, but he didn't miss on this occasion. 1-1. Wilfried Zaha to step up. Hopefully he's got in him. I haven't seen him take too many penalties, to be honest, but he does a pretty good job. 2-1, we go in front again. It's down to Richards to put Brighton level. Richards steps up left footed and scores. Good penalty. Odero got nowhere near it. Tolisso. This is the dodgy one. His penalty taking's not that great, but his composure is excellent. And he shows it 3-2. I've just whacked my microphone, I'm sorry about that. Lewis Dunk. I imagine he's quite composed, but whether he's a good penalty taker remains to be seen. Well, there's your answer. that was emphatic. Andrea Belotti. My best penalty taker. The guy that we're relying on to put it away. Thankfully he's done it. 4-3 in the shootout. They signed Blaise Matuidi. What the hell? Alright, let's see what he's like from the spot. We could be here a while. Okay, this is it. Sudden death from now on. Thiago Almada has to score this to keep us alive. He does. 5-4. Okay, this is nervy now. Who's it going to be? Danny Welbeck. Oh, he went back and then went forward. I think he just ran into one of his teammates. Danny Welbeck against Emil Odero to keep Brighton in the Carabao Cup. And he does, to be fair. 5-5. So now it comes down to the players who didn't have the bottle to take one. Well, my players, it was out of their hands. Malo scores. It's just like Villarreal against Man United. You're just waiting for someone to mess up now. Okay. Here goes O'Brien against Odero. Steps up, left footed, saved by Odero. And we've won the shootout. It was a dreadful penalty. Emil Odero is the hero. And we progress to the next round of the Carabao Cup. We've played all of our first team and we've wasted their energy for absolutely no reason. Oh, okay, right, I'm going to say that was a bit of a let-off. We weren't good enough and have to step things up against bigger opposition. I think that's fair enough. I keep whacking things, I'm so sorry. I keep hitting everything that I come into contact with. We are through. By the skin of our teeth, we are through. Thor was kind of bad today. Yeah, he wasn't great. Yeah, Emil Odero on his debut is the hero. You love to see it. And we're through. Right, is there any great shots? Everton knocked Chelsea out. Surprising. Leeds beat Tottenham 4-0. There's been no real shocks this year. Blackpool, not West Ham, out on penalties. But apart from that, not really. So there we go, we are through to the next round of the Carabao Cup. Awesome stuff. Yeah, he did, to be fair. Goalkeeper, yep. There we go. He came in to do a job, and he's done it. Fair play to him. Right, let's put the first team back in because I don't want to accidentally pick the wrong team. I'm gonna have to pick Alonso again. Right, let's keep going. Let's keep hitting that space bar until we get to Liverpool. Oh man, I know this is so slow. I really do need to get a new laptop. It's or just a PC that can handle games. Oh, you're so slow. Come on, you shit laptop. Hasn't even shown me anything. Yeah, I know this already. Thanks for wasting a minute of my life. Kostic is unhappy. Kostic feels like he isn't often used enough. Okay. We can talk to Marsh. We agree that Philip Kostic will play as a left midfielder. Why has that not been happening? That's my fault. I'll take care of it. I'll say thanks. I regret it. I might be surprised at how good he is. There we go. I'm not going to be too harsh on him yet. Okay, right. The Liverpool scout report is here. So the standard of passing is very high. Barros' ability to win the ball back may help combat this. The players are very good. I mean, essentially it's gegenpress versus gegenpress, isn't it? They have got Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain instead of Salah. That's a bit of a downgrade. There's a fairly eccentric group of goalkeepers. And then through balls. So that's something that we could look to target. Could we use suggested training? I don't know what that is, but we'll try it, see if that works. Scouting update, has anything come in? Anyone I should really be looking at? Oh, this guy Anthony, he looks way out of our league. Let's have a look at him. I mean, he's pretty damn good. I mean, we're not going to be able to... No, don't make an offer. Are we doing? No, I want to... No. We haven't got the money for that yet. Add him to the shortlist. Definitely. He'll probably be one for next summer. Keiki. Oh, Keiki. I want to sign him purely because of his name. He's worth looking at. Might turn into a good player. Still 19. He's at Man City, so they're probably not going to give him up that easily. Florian Wirtz. He's one that comes up a lot. A+. Ilya Zabiani. Looks fairly decent. Technicals could be worked on a little bit. Let's add him to the shortlist. Maybe get a scout. I know we got a scout report. We don't need to get a scout report. Might be one to look at in January. So yeah, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Oh, my arms are really achy today. We've got Premier League games going. I don't think they would help if I look properly. Oh, my tea's gone really cold. Again, happens every single time. Oh, this is taking so long. Joe, I might do. Might just use the old cheat and just holiday to the 10th again. And then just catch up on anything if I've missed it. Otherwise, we're going to be here, sat here processing for ages. So if I miss anything, I'll catch up on it. We got the 4th round draw, but do we really want to watch people being drawn out of a hat? Teams being drawn out of a hat, should I say? I don't really understand the excitement with all that, if I'm honest. Just find out who we get. Defending disengaged. missed anything, Tino Espria is excited, which is good. The under 18s, I don't really care. I mean, none of them are good enough anyway. Opposition report. Okay, right, let's have a little look at this. We did this against Everton, it worked quite well. They were under pressure for a lot of the match. What does that tell you? The first half wasn't great. I can't talk today. Wasn't great for Liverpool, he struggled a lot. They came out looking well matched in the second half. Liverpool dominant towards the end of the game. This was against Man United, to be fair. But Man United dominated the first half an hour, so it might be worth trying to get on the front foot early on. Liverpool performing well above average. They scored 3.4 goals a game. Yikes. 20 shots a game. Yeah, pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty good. I've just clicked on that, haven't I? I think, I don't know. Liverpool, wow, another genius summary there. Liverpool will be tough to beat. Well, I would never have guessed that. We've got Aston Villa in the Carabao Cup. We're at home again, which is good. We do need Renan Lodi. I don't know whether he's going to be alright for today's game. Is he? Or is he still injured? No, he's still injured. He ain't going to play today. He ain't going to be in rush hour 3. And there's going to have to be Marcus Alonso again, which I'm not totally opposed against. Although if Alonso does have one weakness, it is defensively, and at least it's not Mo Salah. But yeah, still, it's still Liverpool. Any decent games today? West Ham Tottenham might be a good one. Arsenal Leeds could be fairly competitive, and of course Newcastle against Liverpool. It's Bolton under 18s against the Newcastle under 18s. Who will win? Do we care? I think it says a lot about our academy that our under 18s are in the same division as Bolton, who've only just got an infrastructure back. Right, what's going on? What's going on? The game is broken again. I don't know what's happening. Come on, wake up. Hey, our match against Villa is going to be on the TV. Good for whoever. Oh, West Ham beat Tottenham. Tottenham look really average this season. Also, if anyone saw what happened, beaten by, is it Mora? Got beaten by their own player. I couldn't believe that second Mora goal was so bad. You wouldn't see that in a Sunday League game. It's just terrible. It's almost like Galini doesn't know that he's a goalkeeper, because he just doesn't die for anything. It's so weird. Right, let's bring Alonso in for Lodi, and let's put Mallow onto the bench. Where is he? There he is. I think apart from that, we're just gonna go with this team, because one change I might make. Almada did fairly well. Do I drop Mahrez? Because Mahrez 6.74 average rating. I'm not convinced, to be honest. I'm actually going to make a big call, and I'm going to start Almada ahead of Riyad Mahrez, because he's just not doing it. Just not doing it. So, here we go. This is the team. We got Livakovic back in goal. Back four with Pereira, Sula, Chalatassar and Alonso. Barrios back in the holding role with Otavio and Saliso in front. We've got Almada on the right, Zaha on the left, and then Raul Jimenez back in up front. So here we go, let's get into the game. I don't know why I put that proceed to match option still there. I know I want to proceed to the match. This is interesting commentary, isn't it? Okay, so give a couple of years for the players to warm up, and then this is going to be the biggest test of the season so far. Daisy's looking forward to another Otavio masterclass. Whether we're going to get it or not, there in Ian Heel. I misread that as Ian Bill for a second. The way Nicholas Sula is playing, we look unbeatable. Well, I really hope so. And Uo, never heard that name before. You can't seriously tell me that Zahra is fit to start. Oh, well, he is, and he's playing, so unlucky. Get used to it. Right, we are going to say... I want you to ignore the recent praise in the media and just play your natural game. That has had no impact. Team talks have been useless on this game for so long. The lack of impact is unbelievable. I think that's something I noticed last game and in FM20 as well. The team talks are just drab, and they've tried to put in these new emotions, but it really hasn't worked in my opinion. As Liverpool get the first highlight of the game, Barnes back to Robertson on this left hand side, plays it into Benzema, who heads it over. That's a really nice shade of red that Liverpool have got. I quite like that. We're 5 minutes into the game. Right, let's give it a bit of time. I know he's taken a knock, but let's see. I mean, his conditioning does look quite bad. I don't know. Livakovic holds it. Almada's now on a booking. He doesn't look in a good way, does he? Yeah, that might be. I don't really know. Henderson plays it out to Robertson. We might have to be forced into an early change here. He doesn't look great at all. Naby Keita, good save by Livakovic. And again, I think like in the Brighton game, we're just going to have to... no, I don't want that. What do I want? Tone these down a little bit, and I didn't even set opposition instructions, I don't think, which is really handy against one of the best teams in the world. I think I might take Almada off. He's not on it. I'm going to give Riyad Mahrez a chance. Or do I put Sam Max? They're recommending Sam Maximin, who was effective against Everton when we brought him on as a straight swap. I'm going to put Sam Maximin on. We're going to make that early switch. Yeah, Riyad Mahrez is my third choice winger now. Imagine that. Imagine that a couple of months ago. Okay, right, Sanchez on that right hand side. I'm assuming that's Davinson Sanchez. I can't think of another one. Marisic to Benzema. They put quite a good little squad together here despite losing their talisman. Marisic plays it back in. Harvey Barnes, Keita. Had to score there. And Sula boots it away, but we are really, really on the ropes here. Liverpool absolutely dominating, as you kind of expect, really. But it only seems like a matter of time. We are really, really hanging on. The pressures seem to have subsided for now, and we've managed to get into Liverpool's half a little bit more. Looking at this focus of attack, that is rapidly going down now. And maybe I was just spreading it out a bit more. That's what it is, trying to get down the right hand side. But coming towards half time again hasn't really been the most interesting half of football in the world. Yeah, Liverpool haven't really threatened as much. Oh, we're not taking players off at half time. Oh, they've got to get fitter. I'm not gonna make 2 substitutions at half time. Right, I'm gonna say, yeah, we're not creative enough and we're not positive enough. That needs to change. And I'm gonna give them a little shout of encouragement at the start of the second half. Try and get them going as Robertson plays the ball in. Sula and Alonso between them get the ball clear. But yeah, it's just endless Liverpool pressure. Tolisso does look very tired. I shouldn't have played him against Brighton. That was a mistake. Sula into Tolisso. Sam Maximin on this right hand side up against Robertson. What can he do? He's taking it back a little wider. He's got the ball in, but it's blocked. And now Kessié can bring it away, but he's giving it away to Otavio. Saint-Maximin in behind. Saint-Maximin scores. And we've taken the lead against Liverpool. The substitution working to perfection. Saint-Maximin coming on for Almada. And he's made the difference so far. Kessié gave the ball away. Brilliant pass from Otavio. And once he got into the box, you knew there was only going to be one result. Alan Saint-Maximin gives us the lead, really against the run of play, because Liverpool have been by far the better team. But yeah, I'm going to praise them. They're doing well so far. Yeah, we don't deserve that really, but we'll take it. 1-0 in front. If we could beat Liverpool, that is going to be one hell of a statement. Zaha looks absolutely knackered. I might have to bring Mahrez on. He looks really tired. I'm going to bring Mahrez on that left hand side. Play him out wide. I know it's not really his natural position, but if he's on the outside putting crosses in, that might be useful for someone like Jimenez. And then we've only got one, so we've got a lot of tired players. I really shouldn't have picked all of these against Brighton. I think we're paying the price for that now. Alonso gets that ball first. Can we get an attack going? Nicolas Sula brings the ball forward. Finds Raul Jimenez. Saint-Maximin on that left hand side. Plays a beautiful ball into Otavio. It's 2-0. It's 2-0. We don't deserve that at all, but I don't care. Otavio with his third goal of the season. Brilliant ball. Raul Jimenez plays it into Saint-Maximin. Lovely little clip ball from Raul Jimenez, and Otavio. Eckerson was pretty poor there, to be honest. Made Otavio's mind up for him. But here we go, we got a bit of a cushion now. Brilliant stuff. 2-0 in front. Right, Ricardo gives it away. Saint-Maximin finds Otavio, shoots from distance. He's hungry for it now. Oh, right, I think I'm going to do what the game suggests. Tolisso is struggling. Yeah, he's quite tired. I'm going to bring Camavinga on, but I'm going to play him as like the deep line playmaker, give him more of a defensive role, and then maybe Otavio can go a bit further forward as an advanced playmaker. We are relying on very tired defenders, but to be honest, there's not a lot else we can do. But despite the fact that they're out on their feet and absolutely knackered, it seems to be working wonders. We seem to be working wonders, rather. We're up to third place in the league. We'll only be a point behind Liverpool, I think, if we can hold on. Curtis Jones, Robertson plays the ball in. Alonso swipes it away. Liverpool trying to make something else happen. Here's Van Dijk. Keita plays it in, gets a good ball, and they get one back. Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. Oh, it's an own goal from Alonso. Is it going to be offsides? Are we going to get a lucky break? They're checking it. Goal disallowed. Oh, that is big. That is big. I thought that was going to be given. Let's have a little look. It's Keita. And yeah, Chamberlain is offside. And does have a... Yeah, he gets the touch. It goes in off Alonso. Yeah, that is big. That makes the final 5 minutes much less nervy. I think now we're gonna slow the game down a little bit. Time waste as much as we can. Be a bit more disciplined. And just see this game out, I think. Not take too many risks. Bournemouth are beating Chelsea as well. It's a massive day. Somehow that means we're only fourth now because I think United are winning. But yeah, we're only a point off the lead. That is crazy. As we head into the final few seconds, and we have beaten Liverpool 2-0, Newcastle 2, Liverpool 0. I think that's our best victory of the entire series so far. That is the biggest statement that we could have possibly made. I'm proud of your performance. performance. Nobody gave us a chance. Everybody loved that. I think every single player was outstanding. Nobody really put a foot wrong. And that was pretty much the perfect performance when really we were not in the greatest of health. We were tired going into the game. There were players out on their feet, but despite all of that, we pulled it out of the bag. So Maximan's out for a little bit. Klopp isn't happy. Tars, I don't care about that. Let's praise Otavio for his performance. We'll give him a handshake. Creative best, we'll go with that. He's been a fantastic signing for us so far. Really, really impressed with him. But that puts us up to 4th. We were 3rd at one point, but Man United leapfrogged us, I think. And we are only 1 point off the top of the Premier League, which is mental. There are 5 teams separated by a point. This could be a very, very close title race, and you never know, we could even be in it. We've got by far the least amount of goals conceded. Got 4. I think the next highest is Norwich with 7. That is crazy. If we can keep that defensive solidity up, we will be in a very, very great state this season. But yeah, there we go. I think that is pretty much it. So we've taken our biggest scalp of the season so far. Liverpool's 2nd defeat. The other one was to Everton, who was slowly picking it up after a dreadful start. But yeah, into the top 4. Only 1 defeat in 8 games. We're not conceding many goals. Another clean sheet. Happy days. Right, so I think that is the end of this episode. And just got to wait for the schedule to load now, because it takes its time, as it usually does. And then we'll have a look at where we're going to come back. But I'm very, very happy with the way this season is going so far. 5 wins from 8 games, outstanding stuff. It is loading, it is getting there. Right, I think we will probably come back around maybe this time. Maybe Leicester Leeds. I'm not particularly bothered about the Carabao Cup. We'll just play that by ear. But I think we'll probably push on a little bit, come back, maybe play Leicester and Leeds as a double, or maybe even Arsenal Man City. I'm not sure. I don't know. It'll be around this period. We'll find a suitable game and come back for it. But guys, that is going to be the end of today's episode. So thank you very much for watching. Look at all that green. Look at all that beautiful green. That is the end of today's episode. So thank you very, very much for watching. I really hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, please consider hitting the old like button. And if you're new around here, why not get subscribed so that you can be notified of any future videos and streams. Comment below any thoughts and suggestions that you may have. And I think that is pretty much everything. So thanks once again. Take care of yourselves, stay safe, and I will see you in the next